Okay, so yesterday I reacted to Calm Down. Busta Rhymes, Eminem absolutely spazzing out for 6 minutes on a song. I was a giddy school child reacting to this thing. You guys can check it out up on the screen right there, but I was loving life. Absolutely insane, and it's one of the few times that I feel like Eminem did not have the best verse on the song. That's only happened a handful of times. I can definitely count it on one hand. But I came across this interview where Busta Rhymes is explaining the process behind the song, and apparently there's a pretty big story behind it. Shout out to my man Stevie Knight. I know he's made a video about this. There's been a couple other reactors that I've seen address this interview, but here lately I have just been diving headfirst into a ton of Busta Rhymes because I'm just so impressed by what I'm hearing. I don't know if I've ever reacted to an interview before. I usually do like music breakdowns and broad breakdowns, so don't really know what the fuck's going on. And if you're watching this video, go to Manscaped. Use code Crypt20 for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. But for real though, it helps me out a ton if you guys buy literally anything with my code. They make great Christmas gifts. They're very affordable. Also, I follow back anybody that uses my code. All you gotta do is show me a screenshot of your receipt on my Instagram and I'll follow you back. But all right, let's listen to the story. I'm excited that Big Boy's doing this interview.
When I hear Calm Down, that's one of those where it's like I don't know what the battle was between you and Eminem. Scoop DeVille
definite
is in the
battle.
Also, man, Scoop, you produced this one.
Yeah, man.
And Scoop played it for me a while ago. And I told him, I said, Scoop, I need to jump on this song too. And he was like, lyrically, you can't handle it. And I understood him then, and I thank you for being honest with me. You know what I'm saying? But how does the song with Eminem and Busta Rhymes come together? Because there's absolutely no gimmick to you guys. When y'all want to go and do that pen, y'all ink runneth over. How did that come about?
Yes. Yeah, there's no question about it. Like when these two realized the battle that they were ensuing, they were both just going full fucking fledged at it. There was no punches pulled. They were just going absolute ham. And I love songs like Calm Down, and I wish it would happen more, where people are challenging each other in a sport-like manner on their very own song, because it comes out with just incredible songs like Calm Down.
So Scoop, I meet Scoop through Macho from Terror Squad, because Scoop did a joint for Fat Joe.
I get a 3 a.m. phone call from him.
You take that call, huh?
I didn't get it because I was asleep. And
okay.
I wake up to it.
What you doing
bro.
at 3 in the morning?
No, come on.
I wake up.
I'll be
and
mad
it's
as
like,
fuck.
Man, he's like, yo, this record is crazy that you did for Joe, and we got to get in. Like, Happy New Year, congratulations. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I put the APB out on him because
Yeah,
I
you
heard
did.
the Joe record. I called Macho immediately. I like, whoever did this beat, I gotta speak to him.
That's
Damn.
And you did work for Kendrick also.
yep.
So
Definitely.
there's a connection here.
And then the
Damn.
I Want to Rock record with Snoop, that just had me stupid. Like I just was like, I can't understand how he keep doing it
The
this
impact
way.
of that record and everywhere, worldwide and on the East Coast, a lot of people just had, they really loved it. So everybody rapped on it. That record alone just had everybody buzzing off of what I was doing at the time. And then Joe hit me, and then after that, Bus, man.
So
Wow.
when
Yo, shout out to Scoop DeVille for that. That honestly should show motivation for anybody out there. Like, you never know really who's listening to what you put out. I mean, this one beat that Scoop DeVille put out got him in connection. You know, he's got Fat Joe. Busta Rhymes heard it and immediately wanted to work with him. And then that led to the song with Eminem. Like, come on, dog. He's got a Snoop Dogg song. Shout out to my guy, Scoop DeVille, for real. Like, just always do your work like you don't know who's watching. Always do your work like you think Eminem's watching. That's good advice for you guys.
And then Joe hit me, and then after that, Bus, man.
So when he gave me the beat, I was actually coming to see him to do a remix verse for I Wanna Rock.
Yep.
That's how it happened. So then he plays the beat, and I said, I Wanna Rock remix can't happen now.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I gotta get to this record. So I get to the record.
That's got to be a good feeling
made
as a
the
producer.
record, 2 16-bar verses and a hook. The song is 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
All right, standard
We
length.
sitting on the record for some time, and then the opportunity came for me to meet with Paul Rosenberg. This is the last meeting I had with Chris Lighty before he passed away.
Rest in
God bless
peace.
his soul.
Yes, sir.
We go to Goliath. We meet with Paul. We play it for Paul. Paul takes the CD. We don't hear from Paul
Ooh,
for
man.
about a month.
I'd be
6
nervous
weeks
as
go by.
fuck.
I'm confused. I'm like, this is the stupidest record.
Yeah, man.
Where's the correspondence at? So
Damn.
Riggs Morales over at Atlantic was at Shady at the time. So Shaheem Reed calls Riggs and tells Riggs, come by the studio and hear this record. Riggs comes by the studio. Riggs hears the record. Riggs is blown away. Riggs go back to the office 2 weeks later. Paul gives me a phone call.
So we had 2 months now.
We got 2 months.
Damn.
Bro, that shit happens. Like, shout out to him for holding on to that song. It's obviously not the original song because he said he had 2 16s and a hook, and Busta ended up rapping like 60-something bars on his verse. So obviously some shit went down after this segment of the story, but I'm sure the song went crazy anyway. That's a crazy-ass beat. The hook is awesome. Busta rhymes and raps like a motherfucker. So, like, it's hard to hold on to songs, and he's already holding on to this thing for 2 to 3 months in the original format, but, you know, he sent it off to Paul to be for him. So, you know, kudos to him for holding on to such a good song.
Paul gives me a phone call.
So we had 2 months now.
We got 2 months.
Damn.
But 2 weeks after Riggs came, we got the call that M is going to do it. So now I'm like, all right, we good.
So were you going for Eminem at the time?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
okay.
stepped to Paul to play it for M. But I don't know what happened after we gave it to Paul because nothing happened. We just like 6 weeks went by with no correspondence. So then when Shaheem called Riggs to come through and I played it for Riggs, 2 weeks later, we got the call from Paul that M is going to go. So then M gets the record and a few months goes by.
Damn.
Bro.
And we finally get the call from Paul. I'm coming through to play you something.
Oh,
Paul
dude, I
comes
be
in the
giddy.
studio and he plays the M verse. And I got the song in a regular format structure for a radio station.
Oh.
3 minutes, 8 seconds. But
Yes,
M
sir.
gets on the third verse and does 42 bars.
God damn.
I got a problem with this.
Talk about it.
Yes. Hey, that's that
about
sport.
Talk about
So for me,
That's sport right there.
you know,
Not in my house.
yeah,
Yes, dude, that happens so much. Like, even with little guys like me, that happens. Like, I know I've sent songs off to people before that I'm friends with, I'm colleagues with, and I'll send them an open spot that has like 16 bars in it, and then they'll extend the beat and rap for 24 bars, or they'll go for 30 bars. And I'm like, well, shit, I gotta fucking go for 32 now. Like, I can't just be outshined on my own song like that. I at least gotta try to match the energy. I mean, Luke Gone is a great example. We have a song together called Let 'Em Talk, and I originally had a 16, a hook, a 16, and a hook, and then a 16 for Luke, and then a hook. And then Luke ended up rapping fucking 32 bars on his verse. So I was like, well, fuck it. Now I gotta scrap my whole shit. And I rewrote all my shit. And so I went 32 bars, hook, 32 bars, hook. So it all matched and sounded like a much better song. So that shit happens even all the way down here at the bottom of the totem pole. So that's that rap sport that you fucking love to hear. And it just, it makes me love music even more.
this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man.
And I'm such an M fan, right? That
Yo,
I'm
shout out
not
to him
even
for
thinking
admitting that
about the
too.
consumer yet. I'm thinking about him. I'm like,
Yes.
I'm not gonna disappoint him and let him think
Wow.
that what's happening here is gonna be this easy.
Right.
This is
That's
gonna
dope.
be some challenge now. So I go back and I turn my 216s. I scrapped that and turned my verse into a 50-bar verse.
Go ahead. Man.
Oh, no, you gotta up and
now
one.
me and M scheduled a day to mix the song. But I left the hard drive in L.A. This was around Grammy time. So
Bro, that is dope.
I'm in New York.
Wait, are we talking about Grammys like last year?
Yeah, last year Grammys.
13.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Ain't no overnight.
we were supposed to mix the record around a little bit after that. I would say like middle of March or whatever. And I left the hard drive in the crib out here. I get to New York. I get the date to come to Detroit to mix the record. But M want me to send the verse. I couldn't send it because I had to get the drive. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to go to L.A., get the drive, and then come to meet you in Detroit. I get to Detroit. It's a snowstorm. We out there. We in the studio with M.
Nah,
2,
dude.
3
Yeah, I left the drive. My man wanted to show Eminem that verse in person and see his reaction. That's exactly what's
I was
going on.
in the studio vibing. Then he started adding a couple of things to the beat. So I hollered at Scoop. I was like, yo, M going in on some production too. Like he adding some little things here and there. So you cool with that? Because, you know, I don't want you to hear something happening with your production that you ain't in tune with. They were like, nah, just send it to me. Let me hear it. You know, M is a producer. I'm a producer. Whatever. If it's going to bring the
Respect.
best out of the record, let's do it. I'm like, cool. So about 5-6 hours passed by, and you know, M heard the verse, and M is like, "He's a crazy motherfucker. He's a motherfucker. He's a motherfucker." And I'm like,
Those are good
"Okay, you
motherfuckers.
gonna mix the record?" Nah, we ain't mixing the record.
You love to hear that.
Like, damn, I'm in the D, snow blizzard, hotel expenses, airfare,
Yeah.
car service, and we not mixing today? Nah, man. I got to make this little adjustment because I feel like my energy ain't matching yours yet.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
All right, cool. I leave the studio.
Bro.
I'm excited now. I'm like,
Hell yeah, you should be. Can you imagine making a song for Eminem and then you hear M's verse and like here's your original 16s and immediately it has the intuition like, all right, I got to go 42 just so I can really stand out on this because his verse is so amazing. And then you send the verse, or M sends the verse back to you, and then you change all your shit and write 50 bars, and then M hits your 50 bars. He's like, fuck, I got to do some more shit because I got to match that energy. Like, that's mad respect between both of them. But to have that respect from Eminem, like, that's just wild. That I can't imagine.
I'm like, yeah, we pushing this envelope now. M want to go back and change something. I had
That
to
is
change
dope.
something.
Mm-hmm.
So I get back to New York, and I'm just waiting. About another month passed by.
Jesus Christ.
I get the verse back.
Hold on, is the record done now? Because I want to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Your kids weren't born when this started.
He was like, "Big, your son wasn't even born."
Yo, that was a good impression for no reason.
Long story short, Big, we got the record.
That is funny.
So you in the deep?
Nah, so I go home, and then he's, after about a month and a half, he sends the verse back, and I played it for the immediate circle, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is it.
Yeah.
No more going back and forth. We gotta get this to the people." So it's time to mix the record.
I can't
now,
imagine
right?
trying to hold on to that
M,
fucking song.
M got his rules. Like, he mixes his own records. He ain't sending his verses around. Ain't nobody gonna have no acapellas.
Smart man.
Putting no new beats under the verse and doing new concoctions. So M mixed the song, mastered the record. The mix turned out incredibly slap, powerful.
I love the way Busta's
boom,
verse is
bap,
mixed
the
on
way
that.
We love it.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat on the record
Yes.
again for a few months.
How?
Because for me, I didn't want this eventful moment to just be something that was some we just fling in the street.
Yeah, man.
It ain't
That's smart.
sticking against the wall. It ain't no plan. It ain't no campaign. It ain't no marketing strategy. It ain't no real right way to roll it out. So once we got that together, M was on board. All the artwork got approved by everybody. The trailer got approved by everybody. Everything had to get
So
mutually
it's
approved on.
official.
Official.
Damn.
Now we here.
Bro, I love stories like that. I love that even people all the way up at the top have these little sparring sessions like this. And I just wish this would happen so much more. I really do. Because, again, you hear how insane that song came out and how much both rappers were really pushed to their limits to create something insane. And so I would love for this to happen more in the future with other rappers pushing each other like this. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this. Shout out to everybody that you guys see on the screen right here. These are my YouTube channel membership supporters, the best motherfuckers on YouTube. If you guys want to support me by being a YouTube member, you can join up. It's right next to the subscription button, I think. But yeah, that's it. I love Busta Rhymes, man. I think I'm gonna react to a couple more things that he's doing. So stick around for that. But that's it. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room, out my mind, trying to handle my health, all alone on the phone, hoping you pick up the cell. But now I know how it goes when I get your voicemail. Where were you on the nights that I sat by myself in my room?